Hey everybody, Nate Lee here, and I'm going to show you some basic blues chords in G. And if you all like this, then maybe we'll work our way towards some more complicated blues chords and get into some swing chords as well. So let me know down in the comments if that's something that you're into, and I will build on this and do some more stuff. So we're going to do blues chords in G, and there's just going to be 3 of them. In blues, instead of regular G, C, and D, you're usually going to hear 7th chords. You'll hear G7, C7, and D7. And I'm going to show you how to play those. Now the ones I'm using, I like to call them triangle chords because your fingers land in a triangle shape on all of them. And what I like about them, in addition to how they sound, is for all of these chords, each finger is going to stay on the same string the whole time for all of these chords. So I'll show you what I mean as we get into this. So we're going to start with G7. And this G7, some of you are going to notice something a little weird about it. See if you can catch it. So middle finger goes to the 4th fret of the G string. That's a B note. Index finger goes to the 3rd fret of the D string. That's an F note. And ring finger goes to the 5th fret of the A string, which is a D note. And that's the G7 chord. So if you know why this is weird, what is strange about this G7 chord, drop it in the comments, because there's something a little odd about it. I'll answer that toward the end of the video. So that's your G chord, or your G7 chord. Now you may notice my pinky hanging out over here. It's not doing anything. It might look like it's hitting like the 6th fret or something, but no, all it is doing is muting the string. So I guess it's inaccurate to say it's not doing anything, but it's not playing any notes. It's just keeping that open E from ringing out, which is problematic in 2 ways. One is I don't really want an E note in this G7 chord, even though it could be cool in some situations. But the other thing is, even if this was a note I wanted, it's an open string, and these are all closed notes, so I'm not going to get a good tonal match. So instead, I'm just muting that E string, and I'll be doing that with all of these chords. There are other ways to mute the E string. You could use the edge of your ring finger, for instance, to mute it. But I find this is the easiest way for me, and it's really versatile. So you've now got your G7 chord. 2 chords to go. We're going to go to our 4 chord, our C7 chord. And all the fingers that were on all of these strings, all they're going to do is slide down. They're going to stay on the same string. So middle finger's still going to be on the G string, index is still on the D string, and ring is still on the A string. It's like they're all these little trains that are on their tracks, and they never leave as we go between these different chords. They just go to different stops. So our C7 chord is going to be middle finger to 3 of the G string, index finger to 2 of the D string, and ring to 3 of the A string. And then again, muting that E string. Now to make that a D7 chord, what do you have to do? Well, we move it up 2 frets. Your 4 chord and your 5 chord live 2 frets away from each other. Doesn't matter what key you're in, whether you're playing blues or bluegrass or jazz or anything, your 4 and 5 chords live 2 frets away from each other. So we're going to take that chord and we're just going to move it up 2 frets. So instead of 3, 2, 3, we're going to have 5, 4, 5. So that's middle finger to 5 of the G string, index to 4 of the D string, and ring to 5 of the A string. Like that. The Wonder Bat's just having an extra good tone day today. I was just in a lesson. What inspired this video, I was in a really fantastic lesson with a student a little while ago. Shout out to Marty if you're watching this. And we were having a really good time playing swing chords. And I thought, I'd like to do some of that for some of my videos, but it's easiest first to learn these basic blues chords, and then the swing chords are a little bit easier to digest. So we've got our 3 chords. We've got G7, that's always starting from the G when I give you fret numbers. That's 4, 3, 5. C chord, 3, 2, 3. And C7, I should say. So G7, 4, 3, 5. C7, 3, 2, 3. D7, 5, 4, 5. And now you can use those to play a 12-bar blues. If you're not sure how to play a 12-bar blues, go to Strum Machine and look up Rocky Road Blues is a 12-bar blues. Foggy Mountain Special is the most basic type of 12-bar blues. And there's probably some other more jazz blues type patterns in there as well. So those are the chords. I hope you have fun with them. If you have questions, feel free to drop your questions down there in the comments. If you are watching this on Facebook, make sure to follow this page, Play Lately, and like that video and share it with your friends so that people can see it, because a lot of people would enjoy playing these chords. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure to subscribe to this channel and like that video so the algorithm will show it to other people. And then hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any future videos. If you have requests for things you'd like me to cover, drop those in the comments as well. And of course, you can join my Facebook group, Play Well, Play Lately, and ask me questions every week if you want in our Technique Tuesdays thread, and I'll answer them on video. All right, bye everybody. See ya.